Do you remember Patrick Bateman from the movie American Psycho? He wasn't just a regular guy. He was the master manipulator who was hiding dark secrets behind his smile. But what made him so dangerously convincing? In this video, we'll break down the exact dark psychology tactics that Patrick Bateman used to control, manipulate, and destroy those around him. By the end, you won't just understand how he fooled everyone, but you'll also know how to spot these manipulative tactics in the real world before they target you. Dark trick number 1, surface-level charm manipulation. The most dangerous people you'll ever meet are the ones who seem the most perfect, and that's exactly Patrick Bateman. He presents himself as a perfect gentleman with most sinister intentions behind his back. It's because Bateman has mastered the art of surface-level charm, and that lets him sneak around like a wolf in sheep's clothes. It's not by chance that he's so charming. There is a reason behind every smile, handshake, and praise. Like a scientist, he studies how people connect with each other and finds out what they want to see and hear. His body language, tone of voice, and carefully thought-out answers are all meant to make other people feel good. People are more likely to fall for this kind of influence because they think it is real. The expensive clothes and perfect body aren't just for looks. They're ways to keep people in line. As soon as people meet someone, they make snap opinions about them, which Bateman uses against them. His well-tailored suits, immaculate grooming, and athletic build give him an instant halo effect. When someone looks this put together, everyone assumes they are trustworthy, successful, and interesting to know, and that's exactly what he needs to manipulate others. Actually, this physical appearance has more than one psychological purpose. First, it makes people admire Patrick Bateman and want to be like him. Second, it shows power without saying anything. Third, it gives him social proof. If he looks successful, other people will think he is too. This is the nicest and most sneaky kind of trickery. But this is where things get really scary. Bateman uses wealth and social status to control people very skillfully. He doesn't just flash his money around at random. He plans how to use it to make people feel certain ways. He's not bragging when he talks about fancy restaurants, his expensive watch, or his ties in a casual way. He's just trying to get what he wants. Dark trick number 2, emotional manipulation. If you think Bateman's surface charm is disturbing, wait until you see how he weaponizes human emotions. Emotional manipulation is Patrick Bateman's specialty, and this can be seen in his relationship with his fiancée, Evelyn. At first glance, they look like the perfect power couple. They're rich, good-looking, and well-connected, but behind this exterior is a masterclass in emotional control that would make expert con artists jealous. He doesn't love Evelyn, he uses her. Every interaction is planned to keep her mentally dependent while keeping control. He learns about her weaknesses, fears, and wants, and then uses them in a planned way. He gives her just the right amount of affection to keep her hooked, but never enough to make her totally happy. This makes her psychologically dependent on his praise, and she is always looking for it. Bateman really shines when it comes to fake emotional reactions. He's become so good at pretending to feel the right emotions that not even his closest friends and family often guess what he really is. His most sneaky skill is probably making people dependent on him by playing on their emotions. He doesn't just want to control people right now, he wants to change the way they feel so that they rely on him. Before moving to our next dark trick, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Dark trick number 3, strategic mirroring. You know that feeling when you meet someone and it's like you've known them forever? That's not always a good thing. Sometimes it's a predator who is mirroring your personality. Bateman's most advanced way to control people is to strategically copy their personalities. Not only does he do what other people do, but he also changes his whole attitude to fit what other people want to see. This isn't just copying, it's advanced psychological trickery that needs a deep knowledge of how people work. Bateman quickly figures out what kind of person they are by looking at their values, hobbies, and psychological needs. After that, he creates a version of himself that fits their personality exactly. He gets smarter if they're intelligent. He's the life of the party if they like having fun. He is helpful and reassuring when they are feeling insecure. This mirroring gives the victim a quick sense of understanding and connection that is completely fake, but feels very real to them. In real life, this is exactly how narcissists use reflection to control the people they hurt. They give the victim a false sense of understanding and compatibility that makes them think they've met their true love. The victim doesn't know that they're falling in love with a carefully created copy of themselves made by someone who doesn't really have a personality of their own. Patrick Bateman can fit in any group. He changes how he acts without even thinking about it. Whether he's in a fancy restaurant, a business meeting, or a social event, he learns the unwritten rules, the social order, and the right things to say and do, and then he does them perfectly. In this case, it's not social intelligence, it's aggressive adaptation. Dark trick number 4, the grandiose self-image. Here's the final piece of the puzzle, the most advanced trick that drives all of Bateman's manipulation tactics. Patrick Bateman's over-the-top view of himself isn't just narcissism, it's a psychological tool he uses to stay in control by making himself seem better than others. Not only does he believe he's better than everyone else, but he also builds a complex mental framework around it and uses it to control other people. His arrogance serves more than one psychological purpose. For starters, it keeps his fragile ego from being hurt by judgment or rejection. Second, it gives him a reason to be manipulative in his own head. Third, it builds up a mental wall that keeps other people from seeing his true character. People who think they are naturally better than others give off an air of confidence and power that other people often mistake for real leadership and skill. When Bateman uses cultural and intellectual knowledge as tools, his manipulation gets very complex. He doesn't just know a lot about art, music, and writing. He uses them to gain power and control. He's not really appreciating art or music when he talks about them. He's just showing off his intelligence and making other people feel less smart. This type of brain manipulation works because it makes people feel very insecure. Most people feel like they're not good enough when they're around someone who seems smarter or more informed. Bateman uses this to his advantage by showing off his knowledge in ways that make other people look stupid or uneducated. He will talk about minor artists, literary works, or difficult ideas while looking for signs that his victims are feeling insecure. But here's the real problem. What will happen when the person next to is both dangerously attractive and seductive, just like James Bond? You might fall for it if you don't understand that kind of attraction. So go and watch James Bond's Secret to Being Dangerously Attractive to uncover the traits that make women fall without even knowing why. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you in the next video.